Hello, and welcome to Today in History for March 2nd. Also, Ash Wednesday, and in the Catholic Church, the beginning of Lent. But today's episode is about grave robbers. On March 2nd of 1978, grave robbers stole Charlie Chaplin's body. In one of the history's most famous cases of body snatching, two men stole the corpse of the revered film actor Sir Charles Chaplain from a cemetery in a Swiss village located in the hills above Lake Geneva, near Lucerne, Switzerland. A comic actor who was perhaps most famous for his alter ego, the Little Tramp, Chaplain was also a respected filmmaker whose career spanned Hollywood's silent film era and the momentous transition into talkies in the late 1920s. Chaplain died on Christmas Day in 1977 at the age of 88, and 2 months later his body was stolen from the Swiss cemetery, sparking a police investigation and a hunt for the culprits. After Chaplin's widow, Ona, received a ransom demand for some $600,000, police began monitoring her phone and watching 200 phone kiosks in the region. Ona had refused to pay the ransom, saying that her husband would have thought the demand ridiculous. The callers later made threats against her two youngest children. Ona Chaplain was Charlie's fourth wife, after Mildred Harris, Lita Gray, and Paulette Goddard, and the daughter of playwright Eugene O'Neill. She and Chaplain were married in 1943 when she was 18 and he was 54. They had 8 children together. The family had settled in Switzerland in 1952 after the controversial Chaplain, whom his enemies accused of being a communist sympathizer, learned that he would be denied a re-entry visa to the United States en route to the London premiere of his film Limelight. After a 5-week investigation, police arrested 2 auto mechanics, Roman Wardus of Poland and Ganshel Ganev of Bulgaria, who on May 17th led them to Chaplin's body, which had been buried in a cornfield about 1 mile from Chaplin's family's home. That December, Wardus and Ganev were convicted of grave robbing and attempted extortion. Political refugees from Eastern Europe, Wardus and Ganev apparently stole Charlie Chaplin's body in an attempt to solve their financial difficulties. Wardus, identified as the mastermind of the plot, was sentenced to 4.5 years of hard labor. As he told it, it was inspired by a similar crime that he had read about in an Italian newspaper. Ganev was given an 18-month suspended sentence as he was believed to have limited responsibility for the crime. As for Chaplain, his family reburied the body in concrete grave to prevent future theft attempts. And that's what happened on this day in history. Happy Ash Wednesday, and have a safe and happy Lent. For now, let's wait and see what YouTube has next, and be sure and join us tomorrow to see.